Welcome back to the Black Light Podcast. ThonLexy here with another live reaction. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Shouts out to Arlette and everything that's going on over there, the pop with the balloon reactions. Great work that they're doing over there. There were some interesting things that were happening, women thinking that women looking for an instant connection. The problem that we're seeing with a lot of these balloon pop shows, especially with the ladies, we're going to get into it. We're going to address the fellas a little bit too. It's going to be a very balanced show. Y'all know the rules. Let's hit the subscribe button, notification bell on your way into the room. We already have a show sponsor. Anthony Mitchell sponsored the show last night. He dropped 25. He says towards goal. Let's get it. So we're only $75 away from reaching goal. We're going to come here tomorrow and we're going to react to either Ashley Dalton or Kendra G. Two interesting shows. Let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Drop those locations. I don't want to waste any time. How y'all doing today? Let's get into it. Shouts out to the Eagles. Congratulations on that Super Bowl win. Well deserved.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
My dog died.
But yes, I'm very serious about my knees. What's wrong?
Go down for the people because I live for the people. Mama, there goes that man.
My dog died.
What the hell is even that?
You see, stereophonic sound for the home.
I own two companies.
Recorded on two separate tracks.
I beg your pardon.
I'm here to tell you right now. Sections of the orchestra.
Louisiana got the fourth worst educational system
You ever
in
meet
America.
somebody and they're so boring, you feel like
You are really dumb. For real.
Sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
Hip hop. They can't own hip hop.
What the hell you mean, weak? Look at that weak shit.
Who's first in the building? Brendan's first in the building. Edwina. It looks like we got 3 people fighting for first. I got a feeling it wasn't you, DJ. I'm just kidding, man. I'm glad that you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fort Worth, Texas in the building. Let's get it. Forever blessed. Somebody said that's a BBL. Yes, we're live. We're live. We're live, Queen. We're live, Warrior Queen. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. We're going to get going. Let's sponsor the show so we can come back here tomorrow and react to Kendra G. Scottsdale, Arizona in the building. Columbus, Ohio in the building as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thailand in the building. Let's go. Nashville, Warrior Queens representing Atlanta. What's good? I said that's a BBL. It's like, I don't know. It may, yeah, probably is. It probably is a BBL. I think she ended up getting matched. But just because you get matched doesn't mean that it's guaranteed it's gonna work out. A lot of times people get matched on these shows and they shouldn't be matched. They just didn't want the show to end in embarrassment for themselves. So they just, they grab a body. For lack of a better term. How you guys doing today? Great day to be an Eagles fan, no doubt. Eagles won the Super Bowl. That's dope, amongst other news going on. A lot of things happening, interesting things happening in the world. No time for a long announcement. This is an hour-long show we're going to be reacting to, so who knows how long we'll be here. Somebody says it's an AI BBL. Yeah, who knows how long we're going to be here. There were some interesting things that happened. I can't put my finger on it. Very free reaction. We're just going to react and just see where it leads us. And we're going to hope for a good show. let's go ahead and get into it. I thought that this would make for a good live show. We have 2 live shows primed for you guys if the show gets sponsored, if we reach that goal in the Cash App of $100. So again, let's go ahead and get into it. Somebody already sent 25, so they're the show sponsor. We only have $75 to reach to make goal, so we can come out here and work tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get into it. RM says, go Birds. All right, let's get to it.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
These headphones are loud. There we go. All right, let's got that A1 audio. Okay. Said sometimes gives Harlot. It's all good though. Okay, Chocolate Sister. I should have skipped the intro, I guess, but we got time to kill. I didn't see the SNL skit yet. Did they do this on the SNL skit? That would have been cool.
Like Bernice. That's a big batch.
All right, y'all, before we jump into the video, I do want to say that the sponsor of this video is Fashion Nova. So the dress that I have on today is the true masterpiece ribbed midi dress. And the color that I have it in is in the hunter green. So just like the title of the dress says, it is ribbed, which is a really, really comfortable material. It's cotton, it's breathable, you can move around, you know. It's a really nice, comfy dress. And it's perfect for this time of the year where it's a little bit cooler and it is like that sweater material, so it's going to keep you warm while you're still looking really, really cute.
Okay, while Arlette's in the intro, I'm going to shout out a Cash App. Xavier actually just dropped 5. He said support name is Javier. Sorry about that, brother. Javier. Sorry about that. I butcher names. Excuse me, my brother. I appreciate your contributions. No disrespect. Millie dropped 20. She says shout out Warrior Queen, much love. Let's hit the air horn for this Warrior Queen. Everything over 20, you know. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it.
Cute. It is off the shoulder, so you know you get a little shoulder action going. And once again, it's midi. Y'all know I love my midi dresses. It's such a great length. Not too long, not too short. Just a perfect length for me. So go ahead and make sure you guys get this dress. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we are here with another episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. And today we've got some beautiful single ladies lined up. Make some noise, ladies. All right, so we are going to be bringing out some single men one by one. When he comes around this corner, if you like what you see, you like what you hear, do not pop your balloon. However, if there's anything you're not feeling, you're just really not a fan of, you're just like, oh, the red flags are going off, go ahead and pop your balloon, and then I'll go over to you and see why you ended up popping. Are you guys ready? Yes. All right. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy.
Shout out to Kenneth, the DJ.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Gerald.
Gerald, how old are you?
I'm 37.
And what do you do?
I'm a licensed financial advisor. I'm also a real estate investor. I'm a landlord, and I'm a YouTuber as well.
Oh, okay, nice. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
Well, I enjoy working out. I enjoy spending time with my children. I have 2 children from my previous marriage.
Okay.
And I think just personal development. I enjoy reading as well.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And how old are your children?
I have a 13-year-old and an 11-year-old from my previous marriage.
All right. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I think what's primary for me is having a relationship with God. Also, I want a woman who understands emotional intelligence, which is very important, and somebody who comes with some experience. I'm looking for a woman who's able to help me grow as much as I'm able to help her grow as well.
All right. Now, what are some deal breakers?
Well, I would say not wanting to actively grow in your relationship with God. I'm not looking for anybody who's perfect. I'm not perfect at all. And I would say somebody who is not ambitious, not looking to create a legacy.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so, all right, we did get a pop balloon. Let's go on over there, see why she ended up popping. All right, let's start with your name and age.
Chanel, 32.
Chanel, what do you do?
I'm a pro makeup artist and a licensed esthetician.
All right, nice. So why did you end up popping your balloon?
I just think that the chemistry for me, and also I have a daughter and you already have 2 kids, so I think that kind of was a little bit of a concern for me. So that's why I popped. But you look great.
Thank you. And I think that's okay. I understand. No problems at all.
Thanks.
Yes.
All right, and now for the kids, like you want someone with no kids or?
Preferably just one, because I have a daughter, and I also want to have more kids. So that's just my preference. So it has nothing to do with anything as far as appearance or the way that you speak. It was just those things.
Thank you. I do want to have more children.
Okay.
I had children at a young age, so I'm looking to recreate what I wasn't as great at doing. That is okay.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm comfortable knowing that when I was young, I made mistakes in my previous relationship.
Okay.
I've grown into a better man, and so I'm open. I have a lot to give.
Okay.
I'm a great father at raising my children, and I have a lot to give. So I'm looking to do that again.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So is she someone that's your type?
I think she's a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would have to probably get to know her a little more, but she is a beautiful woman. I'm attracted to her.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, we take it another pop back over here. Your name and age.
Farah, 31.
Okay. Farah, what do you do?
I'm a singer, model, actress.
All right. Now, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I just don't feel the chemistry.
Okay. And like what?
Okay, now here we go. She represents our first issue, our first problem. This is probably going to be one of the themes of the show, is that the women, they believe that they're more intuitive than what they actually are. I will say this. Women typically are intuitive, but men are intuitive also. But I think women go too far with it. You start thinking that life is a lot of the movies that you watch, that like Stefan's going to walk into the room and then the Stefan music starts playing and then your heart starts going boom, 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 boom. This love at first sight crap. This is not real. It was that's just... people were trying to sell R&B songs to you and to sell movies to you and things of that sort. That's not how people get together. And I like that this is an older group of women, because we got to address this. We can't have older women like out here like, I just didn't feel the connection. What are you supposed to feel in 2 seconds of knowing a motherfucker? Like, so again, let's go ahead and get back into it.
Wait, what's...
You know, like that instant, I'm looking for that instant connection, and I don't really feel that with us.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I want to read some cash apps. Amazement 17 says, just pay my tithes to the Blacklight RP Church. Let's get it. Much love. Thank you. Thank you for that. Let's let the air horn off for Amazement 17. Okay, let's get back into it.
But is he someone that if he were to approach you, you would go for it?
Yeah, he's handsome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Well, I think she's beautiful. While she may not be my type, I do find her beautiful.
Thanks.
Thank you. Now we did get another pop back over here. Your name.
Yeah, nothing about like singer, actress, and all that stuff is given like mother, settle down, stability. A lot of you artists, women, you're everywhere. You're here today, gone tomorrow. You're in situations where you have to be around sketchy men. You have to be locked in rooms with producers and all different type of personalities. After a while, men who are trying to be stable just don't want to deal with it. That's the truth.
Name and age.
I'm Erica. I'm 35.
Erica, what do you do?
I'm a registered nurse.
Thank you. And why'd you end up popping your balloon?
The only reason I popped my balloon is because you said you wanted to have more kids, and I'm just done in the baby making department. My oldest is almost 17, and then my baby is almost 13. So I want a man that I can travel with and build a life with, but I'm not.
Oh my goodness. Now, I'm okay with whatever reason you don't want to have children. But when you mention travel, I'm going to assume that you're just childish. You're not really ready to like do anything serious in life. Because again, I'm not saying that, you just have to want to have more kids. There are a lot of people who don't want to have any kids because, they're approaching a certain age, whatever. But you must understand that you lose a lot of dating market value now because we don't solely marry women just because we want to have kids, but it's a big part of why we get married or settle down with a woman long term. Legacy. And if you can't provide that, your dating market value goes down. You're not going to be considered the way the women who have fresh wombs are considered, unless you're coming across men in the dating market who are done having their children. I'm one of those men. I'm done having kids in the dating market. There are plenty of men who are done having kids. We've had enough kids. But again, it's just the chances of you meeting the ideal guy who just happened to not have kids and so on and so forth, probably not likely. The chances of, again, you have to be thinking about these things long term when thinking about why men get married or why men get in long term situations. If you want that for yourself, unless you're just one of those women and you're like, well, I'm happy single. Well, okay. I don't even know why I'm talking to you then. Much love, Robert, Dion, everybody who just joined. How y'all doing? Dion's representing DC. Robert's representing Florida. Love seeing my regulars. Robert says, hate it when women refer to women over the age of 2 or 3 as my baby. And again, some people might say, well, to each his own. But I think that there is a deeper underlying to it. You see single mothers do this often, but it's more dangerous when they do it with their sons. Have you ever seen a 17-year-old son and like he's standing next to his mother and she's like, that's my baby? It's like, oh God, it's one of the most disgusting things you ever. That's a man standing next to you. Treat him like he's a man. Don't, I think it doesn't serve us young men to wait even a second to start acting like nobody's coming to save us. Because one day we got to bury mama. That casket's going to lower it. And you have to deal with it. And then you're just out here. So you men who smell like mama, I respect it. Love your mother. But if she's a crutch, if she's one of your legs for you to be able to stand up in life, I say you needed a man and you needed a man yesterday.
Not necessarily looking to have more children.
I think that's very understandable. I just happen to have so much to give, and I raise my children.
Right.
And I want to give a lot to children because I believe we have a responsibility to raise good children to have an impact on the world.
And I completely respect that. I think that's beautiful as a Black man for you to say that, and I appreciate you saying that. So,
thank you very much. Thank you. Best of luck in your search.
Thank you. You too.
All right, now is Erica someone that's your type?
Erica is beautiful. Definitely very beautiful. I think she's a very beautiful woman. I find her attractive. As far as my type, I'm not sure, but I do find her very attractive.
Thank you.
I think over time, we're getting to know Erica. She might become more of my type.
Okay.
All right, much love. Janari Grant says, I created a Cash App for you, brother. Much love, man. I appreciate that. Says Farah Snack. He got 5 on the live, y'all. Much love. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you. I'm glad that you joined. You don't know how much that means to me. To start a Cash App just to be able to contribute to the show. That doesn't go unnoticed. That stuff like that makes my day because I love doing what I do. Okay.
Erica. If you can compromise on them kids, I don't know. I don't know, but I mean, you're a handsome guy. You're very well put together. You're very well spoken. Like I said, I appreciate what you said about having children and having more to give, and I think that's a beautiful thing. And I will say it again, as a Black man, to want to be involved in your children's lives.
She is a good-looking woman. Get rid of the tattoos, and she's definitely something to look at. She kind of. Does anybody else think she looks like Angel Reese? I think she looks like Angel Reese, maybe even a little bit better. Angel Reese isn't as attractive to me as I think everyone else thinks that she is. But I think this is actually like a better looking version of like what people think Angel Reese is. And I don't think Angel Reese is an ugly woman by any stretch. And I'm not trying to bash Angel Reese. Yeah, I think she, ever since I first examined this, I was like, she kind of looks like Angel Reese a little bit. Get rid of the tattoos. It's easier to get rid of them now than it ever has been. There's even painless tattoo removal nowadays. Get rid of the tattoos, ladies. You'll be surprised. Just like losing weight, you'll find yourself being attracted to better men, more quality men in the dating market. Lose the tattoos and stuff like that, and the piercings. I'm getting mine removed. I have tattoos.
Thank you so much. You know, it's
removed.
interesting. It's interesting that you said that. With having 2 children, which are grown now, you know, it can be somewhat of a space where I may want to consider not having children, but it's just on my heart. My heart desires to give more. You know, watching myself raise my children. Some of the things I didn't do right, I want to redo.
I understand.
So that's really what it is.
All right, let's go down over here. Your name and age.
My name is Letitia, and I'm 30.
She probably does have.
I am a
She
crypto
probably
investor.
balls better than Angel Reese. Yeah, I can find like 16 girls at the Y out here in Yipsy that can play basketball better than Angel Reese. So you're probably right. I'm not just here to bash a black woman just for no reason, but it's just, my goodness, if she wouldn't have opened up her mouth and like started talking, people wouldn't have reacted. Everybody act like the Angel Reese slander just came from left field. My favorite one when she was like, y'all not just watching Caitlin Clark, y'all really watching because of me too, right? I was like, oh God, this lady's ridiculous. Like, somebody come help this young lady. Why would it's like, where's her help? Like where's her, like, why would y'all just let her just get hung like that? Why would y'all let her do that? It's like, we certainly are just watching because of Caitlin Clark. That was why it was funny, because we certainly were there because of Caitlin Clark. The only reason why we were talking about her was because she was kind of irritating Caitlin Clark at the end of a championship game. And the whole time she was trying to bother Caitlin Clark, Caitlin wasn't even paying attention to her. She was like, all right, bitch, you won the game. Like, leave me alone. I can tell you're poor. I can tell you never experienced anything. Then everybody tried to make it about race. It's like, no, it's not about race. It's about a mature athlete and a professional athlete. I hate when they do that. Black people don't care about anything about the struggle or oppression or anything until it's like they're trying to win a debate. Stop. Sick of it. But anywho, let's move on. We're not talking about Angel Reese. James Dent done took the sponsor spot. Man, James Dent, man, he been coming through. Yo, hey, he been coming through.
Mama, there goes that man.
Y'all show James Dent some love. 40. Yeah, we're sponsored. That's the show. Hey, he's the sponsor. Hey. Okay. I get loose after the show gets sponsored. I get loose. I get less tense. Okay. All right. Now, let's let the show flow. I gave y'all a little bit of rant. We had some side talk. I'm going to let the reaction flow from here on out. We got so much to cover. Okay, let's go ahead and let the clip play.
So why'd you end up popping your balloon?
He's handsome, well dressed. It's just,
thank you.
I'm not attracted to the face. I'm sorry.
Thank you. No need to apologize.
Okay. Right.
Thank you.
Now, I also really appreciate the honesty. All I ask is that when I see stuff like this, I just want men to be able to be honest also. Men are being very gracious with women in these balloon pop reactions, and dating is very serious. Men should be able to be candid about what they want or don't want. We're not being allowed to do that. So even though I like that women get a chance to be candid, she was very respectful. She didn't seem to have any militia in her tone. All I'm asking for is so that men can be transparent a little bit. I want men to be able to say, I don't want to date a big girl,
Like Bernice,
and
that's a big
not be
bitch.
punished for it. And not have to be looked at as somebody who's a misogynist or something like that, instead of a man with a standard. If a man says he doesn't want to date a woman who wears fake hair and weave, he shouldn't be viewed as somebody who's controlling or narcissistic or whatever. He should be viewed as a man with a standard. You women get to look right. You guys get to look a man right down the barrel of his eye, in the barrel of a man's soul, and call him ugly, or say you don't like his face. But if a guy were to do that on the Balloon Pop show, it might cause uproar or hostility from the woman he's saying it to, which speaks to my point. Men aren't allowed to be candid. We're not allowed to be honest. We often give grace where women don't even think about giving us grace, but we're punished when we are even slightly candid about our dating standards. I just want men to be able to have the same transparency is all. And again, it isn't about what we believe about his face or what we believe if he's attractive or her assessment. It's about, it needs to go both ways. Much love, no contendo. Appreciate it. Trying my best. I'm glad you like the suit.
All right. And now, is she someone that you would approach? She your type?
I think she's beautiful.
Thank you.
She may not be my type, but she is beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's going over here? Name and age?
Nadira, and I'm 34.
Nadira, what do you do?
I'm a client research analyst for a well-known health insurance company.
Fantasy Island girl is in
content
the
creator,
chat.
and also a certified personal trainer.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Welcome. How you doing, Joy?
Honestly, I think it was, you seemed a little unsure with the follow-up with saying that, like, you wanted children. I thought I heard you say you could possibly be in a space where maybe you wouldn't want more, and I definitely want more children, so.
I think you...
Okay, now, I just want to say something really quick before they get into it. When talking about the high side of average, this woman is fire. Everybody's like, Thon, what do you mean high side of average? What are you talking about? The best looking women in average? Because y'all think average is an insult. That's y'all problem. Average women are some of the finest women in the dating market. And they get married the most. What I love about this one is her sexy skin. It's all oily, it's shiny, it's clean. Her hair might not be hers. But I liked her demeanor amongst other things. Guys were over. She didn't have a lot of success this show, and I was very surprised. But let's go ahead and continue the reaction. See how it goes.
You misunderstood me, and what I meant is sometimes with having grown children, like my children are 13 and 11, there's a probability that I consider the aspect that my life is free without children. However, I have a lot to give, and that urge is on my heart. So it puts me in a difficult space, but it's clear that I want more children.
Okay, understandable.
Thank you.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, now she's someone that's your type.
I think she's very beautiful. However, she is not my type.
Okay, so what makes her not really your type?
Well, I don't find her as attractive as I would other women.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shocking.
All right, your name and age?
Kalia, 28.
And Kalia, what do you do?
I'm a braider and loctician.
You're right, Mike.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think everything
We
you have
can't just
going
be
on
throwing that
is
word around
great.
loosely.
I'm open to more kids as well. I'm a mom of a 4-year-old. But I think it's the age where we might be in like two different places in life maybe. And so that would affect bonding and like things we have in common and things that we enjoy, things of that nature.
Okay.
That's understandable. I think those are things you can learn over time.
Right.
While I do respect how you feel, I totally understand, Yeah.
Okay. No, she's someone that's your type. Different answer. Don't say the same thing.
I do think she's beautiful, and yes, she is.
Okay. Thank you, Khalid. All right, let's have your name and age.
My name is Sherelle, and I'm 30 years old.
Sherelle, what do you do?
A licensed insurance agent and a Christian content creator.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
He's dressed really nice. I think when he mentioned about not really sure about having more children, That kind of threw me off a little bit because I do have a son and I would like to have more children. So, yeah.
Okay. I know you clarified a little bit what you said there.
I don't want to be repetitive, but I do respect your opinion. I do want to have children. That's something I'm decided on. However, like I said before, with the fact that I have children that I have raised at a grown age, there is the urge to want to consider not having children. But again, I have a lot to give, and I love raising children, which is why I have a beautiful relationship with my children. So, yeah. Okay. But thank you.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
I think she's beautiful. I don't think she is my type, no.
Okay. And why not?
Well, I think she's a little skinny for me.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah. And that's going to happen.
All right, let's hit.
That's going to happen. And it's unfortunate. You know, when I see that happen, it's weird because we're so hard on women who aren't in shape. And then when women are so fit or they're so, like their metabolism's so fast that like they're losing because of it, it's very disheartening to see. But I am online all the time seeing women getting on different diet regimens to like balance these sort of deficits out. Because again, especially black men, we're not like other ethnicities of men where we like, we like a little something on our woman. Not overweight, but we like something on our woman. Like how I was talking about black men, we're like the least likely to want to deal with like a bodybuilder because, you know, we come up in an era where, you know, things jiggle, things move around. Even if you're small, you know, you could be a skinny woman and you still know how to make things move around. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some skinny women, they're it's weird. They're skinny, but they're soft. Things like bounce. You know what I'm talking about. You really, really thin women who almost look like you have an eating disorder or something like that. A lot of guys aren't attracted to it, especially black men. Just something to think about. There are a lot of women online doing squats and eating protein oatmeal because they were where you were. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Head on back. So we do have two ladies with their balloons still left unpopped. Go ahead and ask these two ladies a question to see who's more of your type.
Okay. So
that's what I said. That's
in
what
the
I
most
said.
difficult times,
feed her some oatmeal.
What do you typically resort to?
Give her something to eat.
Or anything for that matter.
Okay, let's start over here. Let's have your name and age first.
My name is Alexandria. I am 36.
And Alexandria, what do you do?
I am a licensed hairstylist. I'm also a fitness influencer and a Leo.
And if you want to go ahead and just...
Now, I'm not really big on the zodiac sign stuff, and y'all know that. Oh, yeah, nothing like a slim, thick woman project. I know. You know what I'm talking about. You understand it now. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, the zodiac stuff. I try not to really follow it a lot because it's not as accurate as people necessarily think. But there are some weird correlations sometimes that you notice with specific zodiac women. In particular, like in my experience, Leo women, very, very bossy, mean women. Like very hard to, they just have a kill streak. They're not like Cancers where there's like a soft underbelly. You get to the underbelly of a Leo, it's just titanium is still there. And I'm not saying that these are all untouchable women. It's just something that I noticed in her demeanor specifically. Of course, this isn't true for all Leo women, but just generally speaking, in my dating experience, I don't know if it's a placebo or whatever, but I do notice these differences. Like Pisces women were like crying and talkative, where in like Gemini women were like, it was like dating two bitches. And even though I could be wrong, it seems accurate. I'm a Leo myself, by the way. Like, I'm also a Leo. But like, and some of the things that they say about Leos, when it comes to the men, it seems scary accurate. I'm like, oh yeah, we are petty that way. Or whatever it might be. Cancer women, you guys are like really tough on like your exterior. You're very like, Like you don't, definitely not the person you want to piss off, but like really down to the core of you, you're really sweet and sensitive, and you cry a lot. You're like half Pisces technically. You know, I think, but the women who I've actually surprisingly enjoyed the most are childish Aquarius women. They don't grow up, but boy, are they a good time. They stay kids forever. Like Leo, it just seems like Aquarius women they don't grow up. Who they were when they were 5 years old, they might have kids and circumstances and stuff like that, but they're still that same 5-year-old girl or whatever. Aries women, they're really serious and just, I don't know, kind of mean, but you have to really have your head screwed on tight to deal with the Aries women. They only laugh unless the joke is really, really funny. Like that bitch be sitting there stone faced like the whole time, like waiting for you to entertain her, like the Pharaoh on Remember the Time. I'm bored. Remember the beginning of Remember the Time, the Pharaoh woman was sitting there waiting for I'm bored. That's how Aries women are. Like their soul is black. Leo, man, we're awful. Okay.
Let's answer his question.
Definitely God. Like, I was raised in a church. I always run to God, no matter what's going on. That's why I wear this cross. And I keep a cross in my car just in case I forget to put this one on.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go on over here. All right, let's start with your name and age.
Millie, I am 33.
And Millie, what do you do?
I'm a chef.
Okay, and if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
I'm a God-fearing woman, so God is everything to me, and I talk to him on a daily, so I'm running to him before I do anything.
They can be very.
And then while we're here,
women.
before we walk back, do you have any questions for him?
I liked them, but I kept kicking them out.
I don't.
No questions?
I don't. I just got a brain freeze. So.
All right, we're gonna go back that way. If you got one,
that's a compliment.
Yeah.
BBL from the church.
Okay, we'll come back. Do you have any questions for him over here?
Absolutely. So, when you said mistakes in the past, what type of mistakes?
Well, I was young when I started having children at 20, 21, and then I got married later on. But the mistakes were that I was.
Oh, somebody says she has an OF account. That's interesting information. Now, he's going to end up matching with her at the end. That makes me want to just skip everything because there's no need really reacting to him because he now knows the mistake that he's made. No use giving him any advice. You better believe, they are wines. Yeah, Aquarius women, I like them. I couldn't stay with them. I couldn't keep one. We had the best time together, almost on some level. The ones that it ended up turning out that I actually get along with Libra women. It's true. Libra women actually, we can have our problems, but now time to bring out another guy.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Farah. I go by TJ.
TJ, okay. What do you do?
I'm a upholsterer and a fitness coach.
All right, and TJ, how old are you?
I'm 36 years old.
36, okay. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to spend time with family, go to the gym, take care of
I love this guy. He reminds me of this guy who I grew up with. His name was Arian. Man, he beat up everybody in the neighborhood. Nobody could beat up Arian. He scared teachers. Sometimes I used to wonder if the police was scared of Arian. Like, it's a scary guy. I remember one time, it was like years. He had grown up. He ended up like getting a house or something like that. He ended up like, he had kids and everything. And I remember I had one of my first cars. It was, of course, a beater. And it broke down right at the corner, right by his house, and he just happened to see me. And he was coming to help me, and I was like, anybody but Arian. I was like, is there anybody else who can help me in this crisis? But anywho, he ended up helping me out. You know what I mean? I was shaking in my boots. You know what I'm saying? As somebody who's got bodies on the road in the city. He helped me out. He was actually like criticizing. The funny part was, as he was getting me like out, like he was in back pushing my car, he was like shaming my car like while he was pushing out. He's like, yeah, come on, drive, get that piece of shit out of there. And I wasn't gonna be like, hey, because it was Arian. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't, you tuck your chain. Anywho, y'all. All right, I'm done.
My daughter, but yeah.
Okay. And how old is your daughter?
She's 15.
15. Okay. Teenager. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I'm looking for a woman who's, God-fearing. She is into her health, take care of herself, and yeah, it's basic. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now, what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers: not taking care of yourself, not God-fearing, know where you're going in life. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So we have not got any pop balloons yet. So let me hand you a pick. I'll have you hang on to that. And I am going to have you start off by popping 2 balloons. So whoever's not really your type, whatever it may be, go ahead and pop those 2 balloons.
He was. That's how men support one another.
Okay, and then one more.
Shame.
Okay, let's start right over here. Your name and age?
Letitia, and I'm 30.
Okay, Letitia, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
Real.
He's fine.
Project Killer says, I swear, we need to stop all this God-fearing stuff. Yeah. Because if it gets to the point where, like, you can say I'm God-fearing and have an OnlyFans account, what happens is like you guys are killing the credibility of Christianity at the stake. If you all can have an OnlyFans account, live your life however you choose, and it doesn't matter, and you can still be like, oh, I'm a Christian at the end of the day, what's going to happen is Christianity is going to lose credibility. People are going to start to take it serious in a time where people are taking it the least serious than they ever have. There's more out there to counter it than there ever has been. Y'all not making it better by claiming Christians, but also not being godly in any sense of the word, metaphorically speaking. Much love to Ray Moore. He just dropped 20, says, gotta support. Shout out to you for doing the work. Much love, man. Appreciate that. Another 20, man. Love it. Thank you.
That's why I don't even know. Okay. So why did you end up popping her balloon?
Well, just felt more attracted to the other. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you. And then you popped one more down here. Your name and age?
Millie, and I'm 33.
Okay. And Millie, why was your balloon unpopped?
I feel like he's fine. He's good looking. So.
Got it. And now why'd you end up popping hers?
Same thing. Just interested in others.
That's fine.
All right, cool. Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right, let's head on back. All right, so we've got 6 ladies remaining. Go ahead and ask them a question just to help you narrow it down, see who's more of your type.
Yeah, so what does faith look like in your life, and how do
I see why you like Farah intellect. She's
okay.
She's
what
a
does faith look like in your life and your relationships? Yes. Both? Okay. Yes. Let's start with your name and age first.
I'm Erica. I'm 35. Faith, what do you mean? Like, you mean like with God?
Yes.
Like your faith with God? I'm spiritual. I have a very good relationship with God, but I am not religious. I do believe in prayer. I believe in having your family around. You said in your relationships. I have a very close-knit family. We all believe in prayer. We pray over each other. But I'm not religious. I know sometimes that can get kind of crossed. But yeah, I mean, I think I have a very strong faith.
I told you she looked like Angel
I'm God-fearing. I believe in God. He's worked in my life and my family's life. So yeah, I think that answers your question. I hope so.
Thank you. Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Farah, 31.
And Farah, if you can just go ahead and answer his question.
Lord have mercy.
Okay, so faith looks
we
like,
must stay
to
focused,
me,
brothers.
I was
we
brought
must
up as
stay
Christian.
focused.
Not so much, I still believe in God, but I'm not really attached to a religion as well. But I do pray every day. My son prays, and we try to keep God a priority in our life.
Okay. In the spirit of that, Intellect says Atlantic slave trade, colonialism, Christianity's credibility been invalidated. Ain't nothing none of them can say or do to harm it more. Yeah. I will get into it, but as soon as I get into it, everybody gets mad at me. They start withdrawing their support. Like they never were down with me. Okay. Much love, Intellect. I love your comments, bro. You've been such a great addition to the show. I have to entertain all day, every day. I love the people in the comment section that entertain me. Not to say you all weren't entertaining before he got here. It's just some people got that funny bone. Like Edwina, she got that funny bone.
Okay. Let's go on over here. Your name and age?
Chanel, 32.
All right. Chanel, if you can go ahead and answer his question.
Chanel just got
Can
an
you repeat the
attitude
question
problem.
just one more time?
Yeah, so what does faith look
She
like
got
to you,
small
and
hands.
how does
I
it
can
apply
save
to
her, though.
relationships?
So faith to me looks like number one, trust and believing, not only in your partner, but also within God. Because I do feel like with God, you are able to overcome a lot of things that you wouldn't normally think as a human being you could. So I think those two are most important. And also walking that path with your partner, just having a partner that is on the same page as you when it comes to faith and believing and trusting in God. I am Christian, by the way. Yeah.
All right, your name and age?
Nadira, 34.
And Nadira, if you can just go ahead and answer his question.
Yeah. I think that faith is really driven with consistency and discipline. I think you can apply it with your faith as far as your belief in God, obviously, but also within your relationship, being consistent with your partner, showing up in, different ways for them, but also being disciplined enough to not be distracted by outside sources, outside stimulation sometimes or distractions. And I think if you apply that to your faith, it works full circle. Yeah.
Your name and age and the answer to his question.
Kalia, 28.
That's why we
Faith
got you
in
here,
my
brother.
everyday life, I
Much
feel
love for
looks
that
like
5.
trusting in the process, trusting and believing in whoever you're dealing with, whatever type of relationship it is. Trusting in God that, is God's plan. Do what you're supposed to do. Have faith that, everything is going to work out the way that it needs to.
And your name and age and the answer to his question.
My name is Gerald, and I'm 30 years old. Faith to me is believing in the unseen. So really trusting God. I'm Christian. So my relationship with God, I feel like I have an intimate relationship with God on a daily. So as far as in relationship, I think it's important to be equally yoked with the person that you're with. So yeah, just pretty much having your purpose align with one another.
All right, let's head on back. So we heard 6 great answers, but I am now going to have you pop 2 balloons. 2 balloons, whenever you're ready. Okay, and then one more. Okay, let's start over here. All right, so why did you have your balloon unpopped?
Y'all getting deep.
I wanted to hear him out. I wanted to.
These are amazing comments. They're just too deep for our audience. They're not ready to go there. But I appreciate it, though. Yeah. I will read it out loud if it wouldn't literally disturb the ground. It would rumble the ground underneath this audience. This just ain't it. This ain't it. Much love to Jasmine Leaper. She just dropped 20. Much love, Jasmine Leaper. She says, BLP fam, let's meet today's goal. Yeah, we met it. We certainly met it. Thanks to you and everybody else who's been supporting today. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that support. We've gotten almost 50% of the donations today most of them have been from men, but we've got a lot of women in there today. That's awesome. He says, Kerala, unique name. She is my second favorite up there. Yeah, there's some really good looking women there, and it's a very diverse panel of women. They all look good in their own ways.
Definitely, if possible, ask some questions as well. So yeah.
Okay. I want to read all these supers. The men are taking the lead in the comment section today. Project Leroy says it's 2025 and we are still sloganizing God fearing. Yes, I mean I have been hearing it since I was a child. I try not to. Hey, I'm trying to stay neutral. A lot of it is shocking. There's a lot of things that we still do from way back in the day that I'm shocked that we still do as Black people. Us still saying stuff like God fearing and faith and all this other stuff is just sometimes it's saddening. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. Sometimes I'm laughing so that I cannot cry. I can't even believe some of it still has power in our lives. Okay, let's continue.
Is he someone that's your type?
I would say yes.
Okay, got it. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
I respected your answer. I just wanted a little bit more of a preference in your life when it comes to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay, yeah. I can respect that. I didn't give that. So yeah, definitely pray daily. My son prays as well. I definitely don't let my feet touch the ground without making a prayer. So.
Read Merriweather Drive 5. He says for the next show. Yeah, appreciate that 5. But yeah, we don't really let the Cash App carry over like that. Because if we did that, then like we would come back the next day and nobody would donate if we could do it that way. We really had to think through this model for a long time, guys. We're not even trying to be sticklers about it. We had to think through that for a while. We realized that if we let people do that, like if we let like the McQueen family would drop I think one time they dropped $500 on the show, which was awesome. But let's say that sponsors 5 straight shows. It doesn't it would basically the muscle memory of people supporting really we don't want, even though we appreciate that, we don't want one person because what it'll do is over time people will just come here and think that that's what it is and they'll just sit around and wait for those people to drop those amounts of money. That's why I don't even let people do it with a small increment of money, because when people do it with the large amounts, it'll all it'll do is it'll just create the very culture that made us have to start doing this model like how we do it. It'll be like a cycle. But I appreciate that. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, I should have said that, but.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Then you popped one more over here. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I was just hearing him out and seeing, where it went.
Okay. But he's someone that's your type, though?
He's handsome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Same thing. That's still there's still work to when it comes to your belief, your faith.
Okay.
I'm trying to find someone who's
all in.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, we've got 4 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
I feel bad for men who are even willing to lose out on women for religious standards, and it's only because of what we've been talking about the whole show. There just aren't enough people taking it serious like they used to, for people to be losing out on real good opportunities because somebody's not as religious as you. The truth is the majority of Christians, they aren't even practicing it in a serious way. So they can lie to you and be like, oh yeah, I'm serious about my faith. I'm on my journey. And then you meet them, and next thing you know, they start backsliding and twerking and doing what they wanted to do. They just start being a human again. And then you get mad because they want to be a human and they don't want to be a robot. And then y'all never want the people who are in the church, but y'all want to go out to where worldly people are and be like, where are the Christians? But there are a ton of them sitting right there in a whole bunch of different churches. You don't want to go there.
So how do you apply selflessness in a relationship?
Okay, so how do you apply selflessness to a relationship?
If you want to, Merriweather,
let's start down there and come back.
If you want me to kick that back to you for tomorrow, I'll kick that.
Okay,
I'll
let's start
refund
here.
that back to you, Reed.
So for me, I do put for one is God first, but I do analyze a lot. So in relationship, I'm always looking for what's going on with my partner, how I can make their day better, or encourage them or whatever that might look like. So yeah, really just analyzing my partner and seeing how I can support them, make their day better.
Okay. All right. Let's hear from you over here.
Can you say the question again?
Yeah, so how do you practice selflessness?
Selflessness.
In a relationship?
I would say that has a lot of, like, it entails a lot of understanding, patience, communication with whoever you're dealing with, your partner. Yeah, I kind of went blank a little bit.
That was good though.
But yeah, in a nutshell.
Yeah, and again, this is the general opinion around a lot of religious guys, that you guys are just really tight, boring, and uptight. And I think a part of it is because you're living in a very unnatural way. You put yourself in a position where you end up saying very unnatural things to women all the time. Biblically, the Bible has us saying things that go against our nature a lot, even though it claims to be policing what it calls our flesh, our fleshly realm. But I don't know. I see a lot of men really stressed, aggravated. I remember back when I was a Christian, there was this guy, and he was just really stressed. I was cool with him, and he was beating himself up about something. It looked like he was pushing himself into depression. By the time I asked him what it was, he was like, "Man, earlier I lusted over a woman." It's like, "I just don't know what to do, Thon." I just said Thon, but he said my real name. But he was like, "I don't know what to do, man. It's just, I just can't stop looking at this ass." And I remember, and it was at that moment I realized, I was like, oh my goodness, Christians are walking around with such an unreal level of guilt and stress and shame for every small little infraction. How are they surviving? Like, how are they sleeping? Like, how are they sleeping if they believe that if they looked at some big titties earlier, that God is upset about it? I was like, I can't live like that. I gotta look at those titties. And guilt-free. Like, I gotta look at those titties, and I gotta feel, and I don't want to feel guilt. No, Don is not my real name. My real name is Joshua. But yeah.
Alrighty. And then over here.
My age?
You can, but just to answer this question.
Okay. So I apply selflessness by just basking in my, I would say, feminine energy.
Appreciate that, brother.
Just kind of allowing like a masculine man to kind of take the lead, and just knowing that I'm here for support, and we kind of like level each other out in a way. And of course, like communicating, just kind of like the essential things that kind of go into a relationship. Yeah, I would just wrap it up and say that. Yeah.
And then over here, if you want to go ahead and answer his question.
I think that it's important to be available for your partner even when it's inconvenient. I think that that's the root of selflessness. Showing up for each other is important.
Yeah, people who have been here from day one, they know my real name.
And understanding, just being supportive, and through everything. Like, that's my answer.
That's great. All right, so it is time to pop some balloons. I'm going to have you just pop one this time.
One balloon?
Yeah.
You guys want to know what I love about my name? You guys want to know what I love about my name? Is I got everybody in my family. My name comes directly out of the Bible. Joshua Emmanuel King. Like, the whole thing is right out of the Bible. And I just happen to be the only one in the family who isn't religious at all. And this is what I'm talking about, black people, about like getting creative with your name. It happened to me. And I love my name, but it's just, it doesn't represent me well. And my parents didn't mean any harm, I guess. They were trying to do something that they thought was cool based on what they believed in, but they didn't know who I was yet. I didn't have any say on the matter is the problem. And there isn't a day goes by that I'm like, I want a different name, but I'm just like, sometimes it's hilarious irony that my name just happened to be really, really religious, like out of the Bible, Moses' homeboy. And it's just like, I couldn't care less. I couldn't, you know, the irony. Your only child that you give an ultra religious name to is your only child who could give a damn about religion, like at all. And I couldn't if I wanted to. It's not rebellion. It's the way I came into the world. It's the way that my mind works. My brain, my mind won't let it in. It's like a man lived in a fish. Nope. I remember being a little kid and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be hard. Because once I realized that I was supposed to take it serious, I was just like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. I was like, I don't know. I don't know how long I'm gonna last. They're talking about somebody lived in a fish. They're talking about Cain and Abel. They're talking about that's supposed to. Where did their wives? Like, how do they have wives? Is they populating the earth? It was just so much stuff. I was confused. But again, I'm not here to disrespect Christians. I'm not. If you want to be a Christian, that's fine. It's just respect my opposition to it and others who are out into the world. I don't try to antagonize Christians, but Christians have lived unpoliced for a very long time. Nobody's ever checked you all. You all get to do what you do, say what you say, but when people say things in opposition to Christianity, often there's a lot of hostility. When most of the time, people who are non-religious are roped into debates about the validity of Christianity. Non-religious people don't go around trying to like, hey, you want to debate, Christian? That's not how it goes. Christians often are like, oh, you don't believe in God? Well, why so? What happened to you? How'd you get there? That's typically how it happens. Not every time, but typically. Yes, they named me something religious. I'm like, I'm your horniest son. I'm your diva. I'm your most devious of son. You gave the heathen a biblical name. That's what you get. Pay attention. Not everybody is like you. My parents assumed that I was just like them. So they're bad. I mean, I enjoy the name, but how dare them just assume to think that they would know who I would become and that I'd be okay with that. Shame on them. I can't not shame my own people, and I shame everybody else. Like I'm a victim. I'm a victim also.
Yes, one balloon. All right. So why was your balloon unpopped?
He's handsome. You seem like you have a good energy about you. Yeah.
So why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Ooh, this is
her
fun.
answer.
Now y'all see this? You see how I didn't start it? He says, if you know where they found their wives, then you know what their wives were. Think about it. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
What the hell are you talking about?
Let me tell you, like this, how the Bible works. The Bible worked like this. It was about Adam and Eve. They had Cain and Abel. You go from Genesis, Exodus, then you move over to this book called Leviticus, and all of a sudden they got two women. They got wives. They didn't, but there's an issue. There isn't two origin stories in the Bible. These bitches just pop up. Now, now everybody who's upset that I delayed the show for that, I didn't write this comment. I'm just responding to it. I didn't write this comment. I'm not mad at this person. This is not my enemy. I'm having a conversation. Please don't unsubscribe from the channel. Why can't we have a conversation? We're just two people who disagree. It's not. I hate that this has to be life or death for the channel. It just shows how dedicated Black people are to a lack of critical thinking and just challenging themselves. It's disheartening. I want to know that, I don't mind for you to go if that's what you have to do, but I will say it's disheartening from a bigger picture standpoint that Black people, we cannot have conversations with one another unless it's about simple shit, hip hop, music, shit that don't matter. And it's disheartening.
Okay.
It's okay if you don't understand, but I was looking for more specific about it. So
yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely understand.
Savior 6 says, yep, that's hegemony. What did he say? Hegemony? I thought my way out, King. Yeah. I appreciate that. I appreciate that contribution. Shit, I gotta let the air horn off. He dropped 20. Much love, man. Thank you.
I had like a little brain fart or something.
Okay, thank you. All righty, we've got 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Yeah, so what is something that you enjoy doing that's not just traveling?
Right. I'm glad you threw that in there because everybody, I like to travel. All right.
Exactly, Arlette. Exactly. Now, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Because I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm not the only content creator out here, because so many people think that I'm just picking on black women. So many of you out here, you think that we're just picking on black women, but that's not the truth. Everybody sees you all's patterns and your tendencies. He says, what do you like to do other than the fact that he had to say other than travel is a damn shame. And you all know it is. And then Arlette goes, yeah, because all y'all always say, you love to travel. Don't you realize us people who we're just overseeing the conversation, we're not emotional about it? We can see that you all are saying the same things, but it points out something about you. It's not just that you're all saying travel. It's that what travel represents to you. It represents that you all are not serious about men. That's what it says. It says that you don't find men valuable. You think that men are about your leisure and about an experience. Men aren't here to solidify anything. We aren't here to make your life stable. We aren't here to protect you. We're here to be your neck. We're here to be a little bit of fun for you. And that's not what we're here for. And I like that she mocked you. I love to travel. That was hilarious. Good job, Arlette. Shouts out to you, because shame, in my experience, shame is one of the only things that work with black people, not just black women. You have to sort of shock black people's system to get their attention. Unfortunately, you cannot walk up to a black person like, "Hi, can I help you with your problems? Hi, look like you might be having a little bit of trouble with your dating life. Maybe I can be of some assistance." That's never going to work with a black woman. You got to be like, "Bitch, sit down." I'm not proud to say that that's the reality of the circumstance. He says, bring it back. Yeah, I think that that's important that we see that again, because it solidifies that other people noticed this far before, like they're noticing it. We noticed it first. We're the first people who put a name to it. We put a name to it. We called it Travelicia. But now we're starting to see that everybody else is starting to notice. I'm not saying that we're the reason why Arlette's seeing it, but from a podcast standpoint, we did put that out there. And now people are noticing, yeah, it's like it's the only thing that they say. It's like when they look at a man, all they start picturing is a vacation. And that's how I know you guys are getting your ideas of what a relationship is or what makes a relationship significant from social media, Instagram.
All right. Let's hear from you.
This is going to sound weird, but I like to organize.
We were certainly ahead.
I'm a neat freak. So I have fun cleaning my house. I like to garden. I know it probably doesn't look like
Hold
it,
on,
but
did we miss it? Did we miss it yet?
Right. I'm glad you threw that in there.
Hold on, what happened?
All righty. We've got 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Yeah, so what is something that you enjoy doing that's not just traveling?
Right.
That's sad
I'm glad you threw that in there because everybody, I like to travel. All right. Let's hear from you.
I just find this hilarious. I'm going to get off this, guys. I'm not going to just stay here forever. But I just find it so hilarious that Arlette, and they had to even say that. I'm floored. I'm floored. I'm floored. So again, Kendra G, all of my detractors, all of the people who think they're my enemy, The whole entire dating market is coming to the exact same conclusions that I'm coming to. I'm just being comedic and entertaining while doing it, but it's the same shit. We're all saying the same thing. We're all just trying to point out the patterns with black women in hopes that a few will look at it and go another way because we're so sure they'll win if they go another way. Nothing that we do here is to intentionally antagonize black women. Hell, I believe all the financial support and just comment section support we get from black women contradicts that. But it's stuff like the Travelicia stuff that we use to narrow in on the fact that black women have very juvenile dating standards that need to mature. It isn't just to pick on black women. It's to show black women that if you want to get out of that lowest marriage rate statistic, you're going to have to change something about yourself. Something. Maybe not everything. You don't have to start talking like a Valley girl, like Hillary from Fresh Prince, but you need to do something different. Say something different.
This is gonna sound weird, but I like to organize. I'm a neat freak, so I have fun cleaning my house.
Great response. There you go. What a great response. Ladies, why don't you guys copy off of that? That's, if you say something like that, that says, I like to be in the house instead of being outside and being a little 304.
I'm very serious about my meat. Yeah. What's wrong with that?
It says that you're going to keep things around his house tidy so he can focus on being a man. You can keep things tidy. Awesome. It says house, nothing about the tattoos, and says housewife, but now you're saying things that a guy can lean into. And you didn't say nothing about you getting to go some damn where.
I like to garden. I know it probably doesn't look like it, but I'm really earthy. Like, I'll be outside barefoot in a minute. I like to be under the moon. I like astrology. I like poetry. I'm very into philosophy. So yeah, a few other things.
Oh shit. She just needs to get rid of the weave and the tattoos, and she's probably a catch. Her image, ma'am, you have the image of a woman who is not quality, and you're closer to quality than you are appearing. And it isn't your physical appearance. In general, you look good. You have tats like you like ratchet guys, and it doesn't sound like you like ratchet guys. You need a sophisticated guy. You need a guy who likes to go to museums, a guy who will enjoy being educated with you and listening to Alan Watts and different philosophy and shit. Watching stuff about bugs, Casual Geographic, National Geographic, all of that. Present yourself better. And like I said, tattoo removal, it's very painless nowadays. I got 2 I'm getting removed. I got 2. I got 1 on the back of my neck. I was young and silly at one point. But again, I also was a grown young person. I sound like a modern woman now. It ain't even just because I was young. It's because I was stupid. Didn't have shit to do. Or I did. I needed to be working on this. But I was twiddling my thumbs or whatever the case may be. I might as well just mark myself up. But I'm not completely against tattoos though. Some men, you work in different environments. My rogue men, my men who fit the rogue archetype. I'm not talking about you guys. I knew that I would work in sophisticated settings. I still end up getting tattoos anyway, which is a foolish thing. Some of you men don't need to remove your tattoos because you're working in, or your style is rogue. So I don't want any guys out there who are, and women wearing tattoos in the dating market and men wearing tattoos in the dating market. Two completely different things. Apples and oranges. So the Thon an independent man.
But yes, I'm very serious about my meat.
I don't even know why that sound played with that. Thon got a tattoo of a fish on his back. I'm not gonna lie, like if like you guys did find out that I had like a lower back, if I had like a lower back tattoo, I wouldn't blame you for unsubscribing to the channel. There's certain lines that just can't be crossed with this men advocacy stuff. Like back tattoo is certainly one of them. And I don't care that if I was in my 20s, I was still stupid.
Other than traveling, but traveling is one. I do have some stamps, but
Again, just had to throw it in. Just had to black women are the only people out here stunting passport stamps, flexing, just flexing. It's like only where people have never had any really good experiences do you believe having a stamp on your passport is like, oh, I'm doing something in this world. It's like, dude. I am gonna turn that a letter I like to travel into a soundbite. I already have the timestamp clip to where that happened.
I think that's that. Yeah.
Let me see if I can get it done.
Okay, let's hear from me over here.
Yeah, so I would say that I do like to so I'm an esthetician. I'm a licensed esthetician, so skincare is like my thing. So I'm always interested and anxious to know like about the skin because people's skin is just so different depending on what you eat and the weather and just things of that nature. I also like doing a lot of DIYs, just creating things like canvases, painting, and putting them up like at my house and everything like that. So I find a lot of joy within that. I also, show my daughter a little DIYs and we kind of like work on that together. So I find it to just be like very peaceful.
I like that.
Also drawing. So I was once going to be a tattoo artist, but I decided not to. But drawing is something that I am also passionate about and just kind of love to do as a craft.
Okay. Yes. And then over here.
I would say I'm more of a homebody, so I do enjoy being home a lot. I enjoy writing. Also, like working out, that's also something I enjoy doing. I do serve my church a lot, so I am kind of out and about doing things around the community. But other than that, yeah, just spending time with friends and family.
Okay. Let's head on back. So it is time to pop a balloon.
Come on, Donnie, preach.
One balloon?
It won.
Depth vibes.
All right. So why was your balloon unpopped?
He's dressed really nice. Yeah. And I really enjoyed his questions and everything like that. So yeah.
Okay. Nice. And why did you end up popping her balloon?
I just like the other ladies' answers more. That's all. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So for our two ladies left, any questions for our guy here? You have one? Okay, let's go here.
I just want to ask, why do you feel like you're ready for a relationship now, like at this moment?
Because I've done the work when it comes to my faith, raising my daughter. So now I'm to the point where she's older, she's more independent, and I can really focus on giving someone that correct energy. So,
do you want more kids?
I'm indecisive. It just depends on the understanding between the two. So it's either yes or no. So, yeah.
And it can go both ways, meaning pertaining to what,
exactly,
lifestyle,
Jacob.
money?
Let him get
like,
something for it.
You kind of like...
Ain't nothing wrong with leaving.
If she wants more kids, then if she's special, yes.
Okay. And how often do you work out?
At least 5 days a week.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Seriously.
Cool.
Okay.
You're still young at 40, Jacob. You're still young
Any
at
questions
40.
here?
Yeah, I do have a question. Do you feel like you're looking for a wife, or do you feel like you're ready to be a husband?
Oh, okay. Well, I would say I'm looking for a wife, spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I guess I just mean like, in the sense, like if you...
I don't know what he means by that. See, this all this religious talk, and the next thing, then by the time they're done, you don't even know what they want. You don't even know what they're trying to get accomplished. Squared Away says, wow, these women have interest outside of being travelicious, foodies, dog moms, and wine connoisseurs. Love your comment, Squared Away. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate your consistent support. Respect.
If you're ready to be a husband, that means you're ready to be of service to somebody and not just looking for somebody to be in a service to you.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I mean. Yeah. Okay.
Hold on, what she said?
Somebody to be in a service to you.
Yes.
I guess I just mean like, in a sense, like if you're ready to be a husband, that means you're ready to be of service to somebody and not just looking for somebody to be in a service to you.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I mean. Yeah. Okay.
Well, hold on one second.
My dog died alone.
Wait a second, man. Right, because I'm hearing this a lot from especially a lot of you modern women who want to get married. I don't like this because it seems like a cheap attempt for reciprocity where reciprocity isn't needed. The truth is men the question is where does the leverage actually exist in the dynamic? Because you're trying to act as if who serves who and whatever. You're basically saying that a true marriage is where both people serve each other. But one person is going to serve the other person more. And that's based off of which person has more intrinsic value. And men typically, if you're matched with the right guy, he has more value than you do. So, again, that's why you're typically serving a guy. And it's funny, when you ask a woman, do you want a guy who makes the same amount of money as you? They say no. They want a man who makes more. They want him to be better. And they want him to be better than him in all these other different facets. And then when it comes down to say and who's leading, then they want everything to be 50-50 again. And that's not proper. And you're a good-looking woman. The men are salivating over you in my comment section despite of the tattoos, the height, and the fake hair. But again, now you're saying the wrong stuff. Just trying to be cute. You're saying the wrong stuff.
Yeah.
You're good. Any other questions?
No, that was it.
You're good? Okay. Oh, we got another one here. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this is gonna be just a scenario. So just say like, what is your day-to-day? Like say like I was off work and you're at home. What are you doing during the day when I'm not there?
Besides going to the gym?
Well, yeah, besides going to the gym.
Well, lately it's been organizing. I have things with my daughter. She keeps me busy as well. So that's pretty much all I do.
Are you a homebody or you like to go out? Are you adventurous?
Definitely a homebody.
Okay. Okay.
You good? Okay.
I'm just a little bit more adventurous, so I like to kind of like explore the world and do things. So that's kind of like what I was looking for in my partner. So it's not like going out as far as like clubbing or lounges, but like hot air balloons, hiking, like.
I enjoy those.
You should have just asked him. Do you want that balloon back?
I don't go to the club. It's what I'm.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't mean that. I should have probably referenced some examples before, but yeah, I'll take that balloon.
Okay. Let's get that balloon back, please. Uh-oh. Thank you, ladies. Okay. All right. I'm going to now switch it on over to you. We're going to let you pop now. Okay?
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Again, she's like, oh yeah, I want to be able to go on. I want to be able to go to all. I thought you were a good guy, but I want you to be able to go to all these places. But you said you don't want to go nowhere. You sounded like a good guy, but then I realized you wasn't going to take me outside. Y'all realize how crazy this sounds? That's why I do this show, so that for once, black women, y'all don't get to just say things in public. You have to, you get to get how men feel about it. You are just talking. And you don't know, I mean, I'm the big brother you never had. And I get it, you didn't ask for it, but that don't mean you don't need it. The same way y'all didn't think y'all needed Kevin Samuels. Now y'all on TikTok, now that he gone, y'all on TikTok talking about, he wasn't that bad. He wasn't even really that bad. To do this sheep in wolf's clothing. Telling you, man, one of the things that have really hurt my heart just growing up is watching Christianity suck the masculinity out of a man. And what do I mean by that? He becomes more like docile, he's less ready for war, more inclined for forgiveness, but less ready for war. I used to love seeing a good fist fight break out in church. Cause I would be like, right, we're not losing ourselves. We might be doing this for now, but we're not losing our humanity through this shit, because it's still like, don't try me. Life is still life, you know?
And pop. Oh. Okay. So why was your balloon unpopped?
He's very handsome, soft-spoken, attractive. I like that you're involved in your daughter's.
Okay, there's some people who disagree. Listen, man, I got so many Christian families members, it don't make no sense. They be like, you go to their house, they don't have no firearm there. Talking about the blood of Jesus. I'd be like, man, listen, you think the blood of Jesus got anything on the bullet on the bullet of a Desert Eagle? It's like, what do y'all need to see? Like the Charleston shooting, like what do y'all need to see? Like people have went into churches, and like I swear I would have sworn that if somebody went into a church and started like letting them loose, that them mugs would stop, like in the Matrix when Neo was like, no, and them bitches just stopped, like shh, and they all just stopped in the middle of the atmosphere, and the agents knew that they had messed up, they're about to get their ass kicked. That's how I thought it would be if somebody ever came up in the church and just decided, you know what, I'm gonna hurt some people. I always thought that some religious person would be like, in the name, and then all the bullets would just be like, whoosh. That's just what I thought.
Life. Yeah.
Okay. Why'd you end up popping hers?
I just prefer less preference when it comes to tattoos. That's all.
Oh, that's fine. Well, that's fine. I want more. I'm very, that's how I express myself, but it's fine. I respect it. Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm gonna have you scoot that way. Okay. Let me bring you on up here. Come on up here with us. All right, so any final questions between the two of you before we determine if we have a match?
So when you said her tattoos, is that too many? Because I have 5.
Invisible?
Seriously, had it on them.
Yeah, I can't tell.
I mean, if I were to wear something such as,
I think I see one
yeah,
here.
there's one here and on my shoulder, and then I have one on my arm.
Well, they're small. They're fine. They're fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
He's giving you a pat. That's what he sees, okay?
Okay. And where do you live?
I live in Minneapolis.
Okay. Are you okay with long distance?
I am. Are you?
I am.
Where are you?
I'm actually in North Carolina.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to ask my final question now, okay? Is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
Okay. And is it a yes for you for her?
Yes.
We got a match! I'll take the mic, and you guys can go on off. Hang on to. Oh.
I'm not sure if you did a good thing, brother. I'm not sure if you did a good thing. Now they're going to bring out another guy. Let's go ahead and see how he does.
Hey. Hello. Welcome in. I'll have to hold that. What's your name?
My name is Mark.
Mark, how old are you?
38.
38. And what do you do?
I'm a federal agent, and I act part-time.
Oh, okay. And now what are some things I could do for fun?
Working out, bike riding. I go to the range all the time, shoot.
Okay.
You know, just things like that.
Nice. Yeah. All right. So now what are some things you look for in a woman?
Maturity, security, intelligence, beauty. Those are some of the basics, just the basics there.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And now what are some of your deal breakers?
Yeah, insecurity, immaturity, just pettiness, those type of things.
Okay. Got it. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. Okay, let's start with your name and
Absolutely.
age first.
I'm Erica. I'm 35.
All right. Okay, and Erica, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think just initial overall attraction. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the hair.
He does look like Lorenz Tate's brother.
The outfit looks good, but I think it's mostly the hair. Trying to figure it out. But you look nice.
No, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Now, is Erica someone that's your type?
No, she's not, but she seems to be a really good person. You know, I'm all about positivity.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So,
All right.
Yeah.
So what makes her not really your type?
So, you know, the tattoos, things like that. I mean, once again, she seems to be pretty mature, pretty intelligent, but the tattoos will probably just be a little bit more of something that I wouldn't look in a long term, you know. Yeah. So, but she's cool.
That's fine.
Let's go here. Your name and age.
They hate him.
Farah, 31.
All right. And Farah, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I just didn't get the initial connection. I feel like, you know, the hair. It's not the hair, it's the part that's throwing me off. But
What's the part? I
outside of
can't
that,
see
he
it.
seems like a good person. I like your energy.
Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty. So that's two now coming for your hair. Like, does that happen to you often? No.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. I think it's my style might be a little bit different than what I'm used to. So it's all good.
Right. Now, is she someone that's your type?
I really didn't get enough information to kind of, but she seems once again mature. Seems like a positive person. So yeah.
Thanks.
Your name and age.
Letitia.
Okay, I don't want these super chats to get behind. Intellect says, beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watches. Y'all have to excuse my comment section. They like to wield it. I rock with them. I let them go. I rock with Raymore. He says they ask till they get wrong answers that they want. Yeah, they do. They do, bruh. They do. And I don't know. I rock with Morris says, his barber would not let him be great. I don't know. Then haircuts is an often thing that, like, I'm glad I get to address this because we do take a lot of risk haircut wise. Over the years, it's just the more mature I became, I'm just like, just keep it simple, even cut. Don't try to do too much. Taper here and there if you want to. That looks good. A lot of guys, like, we're doing parts and stuff like that. It's gonna look good on some of us. It's not gonna work for all of us. It's not working for him. The women don't like it. And right now you're making a first appearance. So again, if they're gonna find something to look for, they are gonna go for the stuff you had control over.
And I'm 30.
Okay. Letitia, why did you end up popping your balloon?
You're dressed nice. It's the side part.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the spark. When I look for a man, I want to be able to be like, oh yeah, it's him right there. So I didn't get that spark from you. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. You show the people the side part because they all coming for your side part. Yeah. Now, is she someone that you would approach if you saw her out?
She seems once again a cool person. I'm all about positivity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like his
name and
like
age.
Nadira, and
it looked like he started growing his hair out and then he changed his mind and just started brushing that shit. That's not what you want to do.
I'm 34.
All right. Nadira, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Honestly, I think I just would like you to be a little taller. Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, again, y'all know I like that chocolate sister. I like her. I like how she looks. But again, I want men to be able to have the same transparency as women get. Like, I want men to be able to say, like, you're just a little bit too fat for me.
Like Bernice. That's a big bitch.
Why can't a guy say that? Like, why can't a guy say that and then the girl doesn't? She goes, oh, like, well, you are. Why are you reacting to me in a negative way and you actually indeed are overweight? If I say you're overweight, like, or you're a little bit too overweight for me, if there's somebody who's okay with it, again, why take it personal? And the reason why men can handle rejection better because we have to live like this. Y'all are void of too many honest conversations. That's the truth. You're void of too many honest conversations
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
5'11". How tall are you?
5'5", but I have on heels, so I just feel like I want to look up. So yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
Is she someone that's your type?
She's once again, she seems like a pretty cool person, you know, but not my type.
Not your type.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's go here. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Kalia, 28. I think you look good. I like your side part. It's cute.
Appreciate you.
I popped because of the tattoos. I plan to get plenty more. I have a few big ones and visible ones. I plan to get more.
Okay.
They're mostly on my legs and a little bit on my arms and stuff.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
I didn't want to pop, but
Okay. Her. I've been waiting to address you. This is an archetype of woman that I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a while, and I'm going to judge her strictly off of her body language and demeanor. Some men might think, oh, this is a really, really good looking woman. She maybe only has like 10 pounds of toning out to do. She's going to be at a really good size. She's got a little bit of ass.
Lord, have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
But I'm here to tell you, fellas, you guys got to look out for women like this. These women have had smoke blown up their ass. So they've always been told that they were pretty since they were really, really young. And instead of them being humble and grounded by that and learning to improve the quality of their women, they've done about jack shit to improve themselves for any man out here. They're out here surviving solely on looking good. And they think that that's going to ultimately be the spade card that they can play when they're not as enthused about a man as they should be, or just not meeting a man's standards the way that they should be. They'll foolishly ultimately think that them looking good will be enough to rectify from where they lack. And when they're disappointing you as a man, women like this will be sitting looking at you like this. That and did shit. And it's like, why do black men have to deal with this? And the reason why I say that is because when you all deal with men of other ethnicities, I just don't see you all treating those men like this. I see you all moving fast for when you think you got a good white boy, or you think you got you a rich man from a different ethnicity, or a well-to-do man from a different ethnicity. You don't have this mentality like, I'm not changing anything for you. Like you said, I'm gonna get more tattoos. See, when y'all are talking to a guy who y'all really want, you should be willing to like compromise on certain things. Don't be Earth the Kid.
Yeah. No, it's
I'm
good.
getting tattoos, so.
Hey, look, I got a
Rebellious.
trip planned to Vietnam in a little bit. I'm gonna get a back tattoo, so it's all good. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. But it's more so just the aspect of like the visible tattoos and
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna be visible for sure.
What is the upset? They are obsessed with them.
Yeah, because I'm like looking like this. You can't tell.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
My name is Gerald, and I'm 30. Dressed really nice. I don't mind the part. You mentioned getting a tattoo. I mean, everything you said sound great until you said that. So yeah, I was out.
Okay.
After that.
Okay, so you want no tattoos on your man?
No.
Savior 6 Tactical says, childish mind, just taller, no wisdom. Yeah. Appreciate that contribution.
Oh.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I don't have any tattoos, but I just retired from the military, and it's one of those things that on the bucket list. You feel me?
Got it. Okay.
All right.
Now, she's someone that you would go for?
Yeah, she seems like a really good person. Yeah. Yeah, cute, petite, all of that. She's a winner.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So he said you're his type. You know, he said cute, petite. He doesn't have no tattoos. Like, are tattoos like a no-go for deal breaker for you?
I mean, it depends on how big it is, where the location's at, and all of that. So, yes.
We can work on that.
Oh, okay. So do you want your balloon back?
Yes.
Let's get the balloon. Oh. Ooh, that was a good catch for me. Okay. All right, we'll be back. Let's go over here. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
My name is Millie. I'm 33, and I just wasn't feeling it when he came out. You're not bad looking. You're very handsome. I feel you with the part. I wasn't feeling the part, but I understand swag, so that's cool. You got style.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, that's good.
Now,
I'm
she's
glad
someone that you
somebody won her. Jacob said that he likes the skinny one. No. It ain't nothing wrong with liking her. Like I said, I really hate to see a woman who actually is fit crash and burn in the dating market, especially in the Black community, because our women have an issue with weight. So like when a woman is losing because she's going too far in the direction of fit, it just sucks to see. So I'm glad that there are some men down there who are like, hey, she's where it's at.
She's a pretty.
Somebody got to do it.
Not pretty cool. She's a really cool person.
Oh,
I actually like her style. But no, and the way you articulated
Somebody
that,
will pick it.
Awesome. Sorry, awesome. But anyway, just not necessarily my type, but I'm proud of you.
I remember when he was at the store with Miss Millie.
All right, let's go back to our unpopped balloon over here. So, do you all have any questions for one another?
What's your relationship
Mighty
like with
man.
God, Jesus?
So I was raised preacher's kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Farah.
So I think I'm a little bit rebellious with the side part here.
She's really pretty.
Okay.
Missy Belly.
But yeah, I grew up in the church.
Goddamn,
have a relationship
Linda.
with God. Yes.
Okay. And what's your daily life look like with God? Are you reading the Bible? Are you praying? Like, what does that look like?
Daily prayer, consistent.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you know your purpose in life? What are you meant to do here on earth?
Yeah. Service to others, protecting others, my family, people of this country, and kind of we can go further and further in that, but I'll just leave it at that. We go into those two areas that you normally don't really talk about too much on a initial encounter. That'd be religion and politics, right?
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Do you have any children?
Yes, I do.
Okay. How many?
I have 2 kids, 21 and 16.
Okay.
You said 21 and 16?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think I might.
Yeah.
Okay.
How old are you again?
I'm 39.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what was it for you?
I think it's the age difference. Maybe I'm 30, and you have a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
I think that's a little odd for me.
Okay. Got it. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, let's head on back. Well, that is all of the balloons popped, unfortunately, but thank you so much for coming on. Let's give it up for him, ladies. Take the mic. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Johnny.
Johnny, how old are you?
I'm 34.
34? Okay, what do you do?
I am a risk taker. I'm a road runner. I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I'm a businessman. And last but not least, I'm a personal trainer.
Nice, alrighty. So what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to do a lot for fun. I'm a big hiker because I moved out here to Phoenix because I love mountains and hiking, working out. It's a big fitness community out here.
Yeah.
It's easier to stay fit because you don't got to hibernate in the winter. I like to go out to eat. I love seafood boils. All y'all know y'all love seafood boils. So don't even.
Shaming yourself.
But
Ain't nobody shame.
I like to do, drink smoothies, work out.
Okay.
Nice. Other habits, smoke a little bit. Just a little bit of everything. I ain't gonna lie, I mean, sure, it is what it is.
So now what do you look for in a woman, Johnny?
I look for a woman that know how to listen, respect her man. I know that, God is first, but, when it comes to leadership, it's, if you want a man to protect and provide, you got to respect him to a degree and,
Okay.
let him lead.
Got it. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers is someone that is just straight up atheist or don't believe in God, don't have any kind of faith. If you don't work out or at least keep up with your body, if you don't like to have fun, like I like to, you know, go out of town.
Oh my God.
You know, just that's about it.
That's good. Okay. So we got some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping.
Okay.
All right. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm Erica. I'm 35. And honestly, you said you're 34 and you're a road runner. Yeah.
Oh, see.
Like, what does that mean?
Okay,
What you
so
doing?
I'm glad you said that because I
Brothers out here, be clear, be concise, say what you are. You only have, this is speed dating. They don't have time to kick it with you. You don't have time, and treat life like this. Treat your first impressions with what you're doing in life like this. Don't be sloppy with your first impressions. Mean what you say. Don't kind of describe yourself. Describe yourself clear and concise. Women need to get this information quickly.
knew it was gonna come up, but
Men are
the
having issues
name of one of my
communicating.
business is called Road Runners Rentals. I do tours, Airbnbs, and I transfer things from like place to place using like another app called UShip. I combined it to one big company, Road Runners, and I like to say I'm a road runner because of that.
All
Yeah.
right, I see you, black man.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you clarified. That was just a little scary for me, but I'm still gonna pass just because you're a little younger than me. I have 2 kids, and I kind of want to settle down and then travel with my man, and but you're so young and you still have a lot. Do you have kids?
I have a son.
Oh, you do? Yeah. So you mean you're just a little young? Yeah.
I get it.
That's all. But you're handsome. You're well spoken. I'm proud of you for your business. I think that's important to say. So yeah.
Appreciate it.
Snow.
You're beautiful as well. I know. I know how I go. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Arlette. But you're objectively beautiful. All the women here, I'm kind of like shocked.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm stuttering. But everybody's objectively beautiful. Nobody can.
What a great guy. You seem like a great person, but I'm here to tell you, this is the easiest way to die with women in the dating market. Trying to make them all feel good, and not just in a context like this. Just spread this logic across most things in your dealings with women. Because even when a woman picks you, and I believe a woman will pick you, when a woman, or you'll pick a woman will allow you to lead them. When that happens, she's not gonna want you to be kind to every single woman. You understand? She's not gonna want you to like be giving you. This is why nice guys, you guys make women feel good for a moment, and then the woman realizes she's vulnerable because of that niceness, because of your kind. She's vulnerable because Miss Parker could be leaned over in her trunk like, "Hey, nice guy, can you come help me real quick?"
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
You know what I'm saying? Nice guys are suckers to the woman who's just trying to ask for help, but really she doesn't even need help. But she's just trying to like get another woman's man close to her for some devious, arbitrary reason. It's the mean guys who are out there like, "Hey man, I ain't gotta help you. My woman at home. Look like you got it. Bend your knees." You nice guys, you don't make the best boyfriends. You guys are like, whatever you want. Or like any woman can just pull you and like be like, "Oh yeah, come help me real quick, nice man," and here you come. And your woman standing there like, "I'm the one who got to deal with this nigga shit," for him to just be so willy-nilly with like his manhood. Don't try to impress them all. Don't try to make them all feel special. It's impossible. Women don't even like that, actually. They like a guy who's almost like he doesn't even see any other woman and he picks a woman because he wasn't really interested in trying to make any other woman feel good until he saw her. Women kind of like if you can give that off. It's weird how you would think that this is what they want, but it's not what they want. Hence they don't know themselves.
Can't tell y'all not so.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet of you.
Thank you. Let's go over here. All right, your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Farah, 31, and I popped because I didn't know what a road runner was either. Your career kind of caught me off guard, and I'm just looking for somebody that, you sound unsure about what you really are looking for.
Exactly.
But I do love Nirvana. I love your dimples, and yeah.
Okay. So you said he sounds unsure?
He sounds kind of unsure. Like, he was like, as long as she's not atheist and, I wanted to hear a little bit more from you.
I mean, you could have kept your balloon and asked me more. I mean, it's kind of nerve-wracking, you know, sometimes you might have something planned, but then like, oh yeah, I forgot to say it. So,
That's true. That's
like,
true.
it's a couple of more deal breakers for me, and it's a couple of more things that I look for in a woman. But
yeah, bro, you got to get your confidence up. I don't think he got anybody. I don't think anybody popped. You have to get your confidence up, bro. You already have a speech impediment, which has probably been difficult for you to deal with your entire life. You got that to work through. The confidence has got to be up. And I mean way up. You need to be like, you need to be more sure of everything that you do, because women are already looking for ways to invalidate you for not being over 6 foot and all this other stuff. You need to just be sure, confident, sure. Find a way to like figure out what your commandments are. Don't move.
I go by Freddy Spaghetti, and I'm 36 years old, ladies.
All right, and what do you do?
I do work for the city of St. Petersburg for my career, and I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay, what do you like to do for fun?
I'm kind of a chill guy. I like to go to Barnes and Noble. I like to go to the gym. I work out a lot.
Okay.
I go to the beach a lot.
All right. So what are some things you look for in a woman?
For my women, I like for my women to be a virtuous woman, know what she wants, patient, kind, very goofy, and has a great sense of humor.
Okay. And now what are some of your deal breakers?
My deal breakers would be if she smokes, if she gambles, if she's not a good
You're
listener.
right, Jordy.
Okay.
Jordy says he's on the show already, so he's already confident in the. He's already confident in the. Noted. Noted.
Okay.
And if she don't know how to follow her man.
All right. So we did get some pops. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. All right. Your name and age.
My name is Letitia, and I'm 30.
Okay. And Letitia, why did you end up?
And everybody like, and when he says you got to come onto the show with a hint of disdain, like if I was on one of these shows and I was a single man, I would be treating it like I'm picking out anything else. Like I would be I would be apprehensive. I wouldn't be leaning in like, oh, all of you got. I would love to take all of these cars home. That's a dealer's dream. He'd love to try to sell to you. All you got to do is just smile in your face. But when a dealer knows you have very specific intentions and what you're looking for, he has to watch how he talks to you. Once he realizes you understand mileage, you understand Carfax, you've done your Carfax, so on, he has to watch how he talks to you. When you're evaluating women, she needs to, on some level, know that you're looking for things to eliminate and you're looking for ways to qualify her. You don't want to give off that energy like, I'm down for whatever you're down for. Whatever you say, baby. No, she's looking for you to sort of like direct things and tell her how it's going to be. Even if she's talking that silly feminist rhetoric like, oh, you know, I want to have say and whatever, don't listen to her. She wants you to lead her. Gerald Lawson says, having courage to go on the show doesn't mean you're confident. That's why I said, I didn't say I agree. I just said I'm considering it. I'm kind of stewing over it, if that was accurate or not. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if just because he came on the show that he's confident. And only because I've seen so many men come onto the show and they obviously lack confidence. Like, I mean, it's not even trivial. It's not even a conversation. Like, that's not a compliment. That's not a confident man. It says, Edwina says, Stan, he's your wax stunt double.
Popping your balloon.
I'm a gambler. I've been a gambler my whole life, and I'm in crypto. So some people think that as gambling, and I'm going to the casino tonight. So
You're going to the casino tonight, ma'am. You could have a problem. You could have a problem. You could have an addiction possibly. I would tell all of my men who care about their finances and long term aspect to stay away from you. I don't got time for like, oh, I'm at the casino again tonight or whatever. I'm like, I'm about to replace the hell out of you.
So I wouldn't be for you.
Okay. So I know, so she's a gambler, but is she someone that's your type?
I'm here to tell you right
I
now.
mean, yeah, she meets my physical attraction. She's very pretty.
Thank you.
I like what she got on. She's ideal.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. We did get another pop down over here. Your name and age.
Millie, I'm 33.
Right. And Millie, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Absolutely.
He said he don't want a smoker. I'm not a heavy smoker, but I do indulge in marijuana.
Really, man.
And with my line of work, I'm always in the kitchen, and I just be vibing. I like my R&B. I spark up something, and I get down in the kitchen, and that's just what I do.
Okay. No, she's someone that's your type.
Yeah, I like the hips on her. Nice skin complexion, pretty teeth. She all right?
Cool. Thank you. Then we did get another one back over here. Your name and age.
Farah, 31.
All right. And Farah, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Are you in Petersburg? Where?
Yes.
That's why. I don't really want anything long distance.
And you're
California.
California, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Got it. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, I like what she got on. I like her tattoo, pretty face, nice smile.
Thank you.
Very cool. Let's head on back this way. So we do have 4 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question to help you narrow it down.
Okay, so one of my questions would be, from your last relationship, what was your biggest takeaway?
Okay, what was your biggest takeaway from your last relationship? We'll start here. Name and age first.
Erica, I'm 35. And my biggest takeaway was I want somebody that is as ambitious as I am.
This is a good question for getting a quick vet of a woman. For all you guys wondering out there, we talk about a lot of the dumb questions. This is a good one. Because a lot of times, even if they're dishonest, sometimes they accidentally reveal things you need to hear.
I am. I don't like complacency. I think that I just was a little bit more ambitious than he was. And then I think that was my biggest takeaway. Somebody who wants the same things I want out of life.
Let's go on over here. Your name and age and answer to his question.
Nadira, and I'm 34. I would say giving people the benefit of the doubt. I think when people show you who they are, you should believe them, especially if they're consistent in showing you who they are. So that was a big takeaway from my last relationship. Yeah.
And over here, name and age and answer to his question.
Kalia, 28. I would kind of say same thing as her a little bit, just finding a balance between having grace and benefit of the doubt and also knowing like your own boundaries and what you're not okay with.
All right. And over here, name and age and answer to his question.
My name is Gerald and I'm 30. I would say my biggest takeaway would be not being with someone that I'm not equally yoked with. Our purpose didn't align, and I knew that was something. I knew he wasn't going to be my husband, so I couldn't be with him anymore.
Okay. Let's head on back, and then let's throw that question right back at you. What was your major takeaway from your last relationship?
I feel like my biggest takeaway was jumping right into the romantic part of the relationship.
Okay.
And not becoming friends. And I was built to, take things slow. And
I like that they set it up to where the women and the men both had kids, because again, a lot of people who are out here with kids and think like you're not going to end up dating a woman with kids or you're not going to end up dating a man with kids. It's just not realistic. Not like it's not possible, especially for men. It's far more possible for men though. It's more possible for the men who have kids to go and to move on to find a woman who is going to be okay with those kids, even if she hasn't had her first one. But it's not so likely with the other way around. Most women, if you've had all of your kids, you've had a couple of kids, don't think you're going to come out here and date the men who don't have kids. You might hook one, but there's some context to it. His swimmers aren't swimming. Something's happening. He's shooting blanks or something. There's some context. I'm not talking about that. That's called an outlier.
we just really hit it off really fast instead of taking our time.
Okay. All right. Well, let me hand you a pick because we are going to switch it on over to you now. I'll have you hold on to that. And I'm going to have you
Arlette's
pop
taken.
one balloon.
Arlette is taken. That is a married woman. Bro. I'm pretty sure she appreciates the compliment. So does her husband. Much love, Jordy. Glad you're here with us today. I've been enjoying your comments.
All right. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
Really just hearing him out and seeing, what he has to say.
Okay. Is he someone that's physically your type?
No, I wouldn't typically go with, yeah.
Okay. And why not?
Usually someone that's more a little athletic body type, is usually what I go for. He has the height, dressed very well, but yeah, I'll say that.
Got it. Thank you. Now, why'd you end up popping her balloon?
She's very beautiful. I just really wasn't drawn to her like the other women.
Okay.
So that's why.
And that's the crazy part is I'm not surprised. Like, again, black men, we want fit women like everybody else, but we don't like our women too skinny. And that's how we've always been, in a sense. Some of it can say, oh, it's because of rap music. You could say it's propaganda, whatever. I just think it's personal preference. It's the way that our women have been historically built over the years. We've had more wagons than lunch table seats in our community, and y'all know it. That's why MC Hammer made the song. Every year there's a rapper trying to accentuate it. Y'all know what it is.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay.
She's super upset. She's very mad.
Just really wasn't drawn to her like the other women.
Okay.
So that's why.
Perfect. Thank you.
She's like, I should kill him. She's so upset. She's so upset. I want to say, sister, I feel bad for you because I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless because I'm always like, men should we like I'm always telling women that they need to get fit and whatever. And here you are, a woman who you're so fit that like nobody even wants you. Like, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. And all I can say is 20, 30 years ago, more men would have found you attractive on this panel. I think the more we grow as men, whatever, the more black men evolved, the more we need something to hold on to. It's unfortunate. I'm victim of it too.
Okay, let's head on back. And we've got 3 ladies left now. Go ahead and ask them another question.
My second question would be, what are 3 intrinsic values that you bring in a relationship with your partner?
Okay, we'll start there and come back. 3 intrinsic values you bring to a relationship? Okay.
Intrinsic values, I think I'm a safe place for my man, for whoever is around me. I'm a safe place. I'm understanding. And I think I have that patience that it takes to really grow and build with someone. And I think those are pretty valuable to bring in a relationship.
For some reason, that's not what I'm picking up, Shawty. I'm not picking up that you're patient. I'm picking that like you play your part, but then when things get really difficult, you show them that like you try hard to show the guy, you know what, I don't really care anyway. I don't trust you.
Okay, let's hear from you over here.
Okay. I would say I'm definitely nurturing. I would say I'm very dependent, and I think I'm very empathetic, and I think that understanding is really important in a relationship. So yeah.
Okay. And last but not least, over here.
I think I'm supportive. Definitely a nurturer. I think as women, we're all natural nurturers.
You guys have the biological functioning to be a nurturer. Nowadays, some of you are just coming out like men. That's it. You're just coming out like men. So not all of you are natural nurturers. Those days are about over with. You women are coming out brolic.
And compassion and understanding. I don't believe in holding grudges, and I believe in understanding why something occurred before getting upset or angry. So compassion and understanding for sure.
All right.
I know. I
It
hate
is
the
time to
wig.
pop one balloon whenever you're ready. Guys are making it tough for him.
Ladies are all beautiful for sure.
Yes. All right. Got a little piece on your boot there. There you go. All right. So why did you have your balloon unpop?
I think I just wanted to hear some more. I wanted to definitely, if potentially, ask some questions. But I like that he had very thought out questions. So yeah.
So he's someone that's physically your type?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Got it. And why did you end up popping her balloon?
I had to pop one, to be honest, and the other two ladies, I'm a little bit more physically attracted to.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All righty.
Hope you're not. I hope it ain't the skin that's deterring you, my brother.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and have the ladies open up to you guys. Any questions for him? You got questions? All right.
I'm sorry, I can't remember if you said if you had children or not.
I do have one 16-year-old son. That's my little superstar.
Okay. How is your relationship with his mother?
We have a very good co-parenting relationship.
And how long have y'all been not together?
He's 16. We haven't been together since he was 3.
Okay. All right.
Good question.
Yeah.
All right. Let's head down over here. Any questions over here?
Yeah, what would you say, or why do you think you're ready for a relationship now? Like as far as growth from your last relationship?
Being that I had time to understand myself, give myself time to grow, I actually look at, the areas where I needed the most work in.
He kind of does.
I took accountability. I'm more patient.
Damn, Brandon.
I'm more of
Very observant.
Not allow my emotions to
even
take
notice.
control, but actually make logical decisions and be more of a listener. So that's the areas where I grew the most.
Good. You're good.
A lot of you women are like, you guys like when I see that again. Didn't I tell y'all like some women? There's just something about like I can even look at their profile and I can tell a lazy woman. Now again, she's not really like jacked up. She just got like a little beer gut, maybe like 10 or 15 pounds or so to lose. And she's just not doing it. You wanna know why? Because I can tell based off of how this woman looks, her demeanor and everything. She thinks men are supposed to come to her. She doesn't think there's anything she has to tighten up. She doesn't think there's anything that has to fix. I've never been so sure. I'm just a good read of character. It's not even anything that's coming out of her mouth. Guys, stay away from these type of women, especially when they like are 10 pounds away from being in like a whole different circumstance and being like one of the top women in the dating market, and they just won't do it. You know what I mean? They just won't, because again, when you see a woman who only has 10 to 15 pounds to having a completely different dating experience, it means she's already getting enough attention. Her head is already blown up. So she's more focused on what she's received being at her worst than trying to be at her best. I'm telling you, be careful with women like this. And just the way she carries herself, it's very, I don't know, something about her. I can tell she'll just flip on you. You think it's all good, and next thing you know, she's just sitting up. You got dishes in your sink all the time, and you're like, why aren't you doing anything around here? And she's just like, what do you mean? Blah, blah, blah. And you're like, hold on, where did this come from? Where did all this attitude come from? She's one of them like, you really are telling me I gotta work out? I mean, you met me like this. Like, I feel like she'd be always looking at a guy like, for real? Seriously? Like, you gonna make me do that? You're always in a state of shock. You're always shocked that you have to work. Once you start realizing that he's gonna keep expecting things of you, you're one of those women, you gas out and you're just like, I'm gonna find another dude who worships the fact that I look good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
I do have one question before
go for it.
So, in a relationship,
I'm ready to skip.
But the other lady is a little taller, so if we do happen to have kids, they may be a little tall,
You got it. You got it.
Now, I like that. Now, he selected the tall woman because he's got aspirations with his sons or daughters. There's a family right now in my community. I don't know these people personally. They go by the name of the Reynolds family. Shouts out to the Reynolds family, and they're a basketball family. They're 2 basketball players who got together. Now all their daughters are scholarship players. They're all amazing, and it was all a plan. Shouts out to LeVar Ball. He also was a very great example of a black father. And when he met his wife, he was very candid. He said, look, I'm looking to have 3 professional NBA basketball players as sons. Do you want to have them because you're pretty tall? You're a tall volleyball player. I'm an above average height man. That means our children will be professional athletes. It's safe to say he accomplished that goal. So for all the people out there who be like, oh, you shouldn't be trying to like date a woman for height and blah, blah, blah. What do you mean? Your kids are your investments. You should be thinking about them when you're picking their mother. Yes, it doesn't start after the child is here, then start thinking about what they need to be and what they need to become. You need to be thinking about that when you pick the woman. There's too many people around here to be ashamed of why they're getting with a woman. I dated a woman one time. She was a little bit taller than me. And it was the first time I ever dated a woman who was a little bit taller than me. I stand around 5'11", 6 foot, depending on if the doctor knows what he's doing or not. I'd like to say I'm 5'11". I dated a woman who was like 6 foot. Or no, she was like 6'1". So she was actually a couple inches taller than me. And I was honest. I was like, I want my son to go pro. It's like, why should I lie? Why should I lie about that? Like, I want my son to go pro. I want my son to dunk on somebody else. Duh. I love when two tall people are like, yeah, right. Let's make sure that our kids are successful. So I said the same with Ben Carson. I see some great examples. Ocho Cinco and his baby mama, the Jones brothers. I think it's very wise to be thinking about your kids while you're picking a woman. Think about the genetics. Make sure she doesn't have any ill temperaments or schizophrenia or anything like that. Make sure that their mental health, all that stuff's going to go to your child. You guys should read up hypergenetics, that type of stuff. More is going through you than just blue-eyed, green-eyed, hot. Your attitude, your temperament, your mental health. Somebody says, yeah, you can't tell her shit. You can tell just by looking at her. Five 5'10", love women at that height.
Make a basketball
love
team,
women who
huh?
are 5'10". That's a good height they're doing that. That's
Thank
a
you.
good height.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you step on over there. I'm gonna bring you right
Tall
on
for a
over
woman,
here.
I like it.
Guys, you
I
have
think she's
any
about
final question?
5'10".
Just one, if you have one.
Red
if you
dress.
don't, that's okay too.
Realistically, what is your goals in the next couple of years as far as marriage is concerned?
Okay, I don't want to listen to all this. They ended up matching. It's not even gonna last inside of a year. But good, different archetypes of a man and woman. I gotta get out of here. But this was a phenomenal show. Shouts out to James Dent for sponsoring the show. We're gonna be back here tomorrow to react to Kendra G and Ashley Dalton. This was a good lineup of women. Again, everything that I said I meant, especially about the one who, like, I think the one who was like the red bone, the one I was talking about, who said she doesn't like she care about anything. Really, like, I think any guy I know that she's gonna get reached out to by a lot of ballers, but I don't think that you guys should. If you are, that should just be recreational use only. She's not keepable till she starts having a more enthused and vibrant attitude about men in the dating market. You know what I'm saying? The woman who surprisingly had all the potential was like mini Angel Reese. That was shocking. That was shocking that, like, the woman with a tattoo above, she's typically too tall for guys. She ended up kind of being like the woman who seemed to be the most keepable woman. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, notification bell, get notified every single time we go live in the afternoon. I'll see you guys later. Be good.